Welcome to the King's Hour. My name is Antwon King, and on this show, I'll be playing some of my favorite hip-hop and R&B songs. So sit back, relax, turn the volume up, and tell a friend, baby. Let's get it.
Yeah, back once again. Another week, another blessing. Welcome to the King's Hour, baby. Welcome to the King's Hour. This is like Super Bowl Eve. Super Bowl Eve, you know, I know it's a lot of things going down in Arizona right now. I'm seeing all the parties. I'm seeing everybody celebrating, you know. That's incredible. We got two black quarterbacks in the Super Bowl. You know, that's a monumental occasion. Because if you know the history, and so you should understand, you know, why that's amazing. But let me start today's show off by giving a big shout out and a thank you to Danny Boy for coming on the show last week. If you did not see the interview, if you missed the interview from last week, make sure you go to akingsmusic.com, akingsmusic.com. You can listen to the audio. I got the whole video up on YouTube. Go to my YouTube channel. If you follow me on Instagram, you know, it's links to all of that there. But it was a great conversation, man. He has this album, Black Heart, coming out February 14th. February 14th. Be on the lookout for that. Download it to your phone. You know, the songs that I've heard off of it, they're pretty good, man. And it's quality music. I'm going to play this song in a minute by Danny Boy. And we had a great conversation about Tupac, Suge Knight, his time at Death Row, a lot of things he was going through at that time, and the new album he's putting out now, and just getting rejuvenated, getting the music gene back on. So, you know, we had a great time. He even sung live on the interview. If y'all was paying attention last week, he started singing live during the show. You know, everybody was hitting me up about that. He killed it. So y'all make sure y'all go check out the interview, man. It's live on my YouTube. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to play a record, a single from Danny Boy right now. He has a single. It's called This Song. He's been performing it live. He has a album release party coming on February 14th. So if you in Chi-Town, if you in Chicago, make sure you following Danny Boy on Instagram. You know, go ahead and support. You know, go ahead and support one of our legends that was part of a legendary music run with Death Row Records, you know. But here we go. I'm going to play the song. It's called This Song by Danny Boy. Y'all check it out.
This song is for you, yeah. Can we cruise down the boulevard while we're holding hands, being happy like we used to be? Oh yeah. Then I'ma pull up at the store, go get you a roll, get your favorite candy. You know it's gonna be all good. Oh yeah, babe. And if you don't mind, baby, I wanna make you smile all night, babe, while we listen to this song that I made for you. And this song is for dancing. This song is for singing. This song is for making good love to you. And this song is for moving, and you know it's meant for grooving, yeah. This song is for making some real good love to you, love to you, love to you, yeah. All night. Can we just relax, go kick it in the park, romancing in the dark, let the stars be our light. Stars be our oh yeah, baby. Then I'ma tell you everything I know your body wanna hear. So baby, listen closely to me. It's all good. Oh yeah. And if you don't mind, baby, I wanna make you smile all night. When we listen to this song I made for you, this song is for dancing, this song is for singing, this song is for making good love to you. This song is for moving, this song is for grooving, this song is for making some real good love to you, love to you, love to you. All
And that was Danny Boy, This Song. Y'all check out the album coming out February 14th, Black Heart. You know, like I said, I heard a couple tracks off of it. Sounds real good, quality. You can tell he took his time with it. So shout out to him, man. We had a great conversation. Go on YouTube, go on my website to listen to it. So we got a lot to talk about today, man. We got a lot to talk about, you know. So we're going to start on Sunday, the day after the show premiered. The Grammys came on. And I don't know if y'all checked it out. It was, you know, had some real good performances. But the thing I was most excited about was the 50th anniversary of hip-hop. You know, it was something that Questlove, the drummer from The Roots, if you guys are familiar, Questlove, he put together this performance, and it basically highlighted all these different eras in hip-hop, all of these different MCs, you know, from the beginning to, you know, you seen Rakim, you seen, my goodness, it was so many people. Outkast came out, well, Big Boy, not Andre, Run DMC, LL Cool J, Black Thought came out, all of the heavyweights. I mean, my God, Too Short came out. Like, I think it's a recording somewhere online that you guys can check it out. All these different groups came out. It was De La Soul was there. Everybody showed up, and just to see all these different MCs, a lot of them that inspired me, all together in this one place. Public Enemy, shout out to Chuck D. You know, he's gonna be on the show real soon. Y'all be on the lookout for that. But to see all these MCs that I came up listening to, all performing on this one stage, and you know, them doing a verse and then someone else coming to take over doing their song, it was incredible to see. Like, that could be a tour in itself. It was amazing to watch. So that was good. A couple of the other performances was good, but that was the main one that really got me hyped. It's the 50th anniversary of hip hop. So if y'all got time, go ahead and check that out. That should be somewhere online. It's probably on YouTube already. Shout out to Kendrick, hometown dude. Shout out to Kendrick from the West Coast. Kendrick Lamar took home, I want to say, best rap album for Mr. Morale and the Big Stepper. And he won, I think, Rap Song of the Year with The Heart Part 5, which I'm going to play here in a minute. Hopefully YouTube don't be tripping. So that was great to see that he was able to win both of those awards. And people, you know, they have their little feelings about the album or whatever, but he has a few songs on there that I like, you know, as far as what he's talking about, the content. You know, that's the thing with music. You're not going to please everybody. You just got to do what's in your heart and let the chips fall where they lay. So The Heart Part 5 I'm about to play here in a minute. That was another big win for the West Coast, baby. That includes Vegas. That includes, you know, Arizona, all of the West Coast artists. It's good to see. And hip-hop was represented that night. You know, Beyonce, everybody was complaining because they say she got snubbed and she should have won this, should have won that. And that always happens, like every year they snub our artists. But that's why I'm feeling like, man, we got to have our own thing. We need to make, whether it's the BET Awards, the Soul Train Awards, we need to make that like the Grammys. And by the way, the Soul Train Awards have been amazing. They've been amazing. If you've been paying attention to that, it's been so dope. They've really been highlighting not just the current music, but our older artists, and I think we need to do that more. We really do. I think we need to do that more. I think they highlighted Anita Baker. They highlighted a lot of dope. Maxwell, and Maxwell killed it. I don't know if y'all seen it, but the Soul Train Awards have been amazing every year, but we just got to watch what we support and what we show up to, because a lot of our biggest artists, they'll skip out on those events, but they'll make sure they're at the Grammys. They'll even show up to the Country Music Awards. But if it's the Soul Train Awards or if it's the BET Awards, they, you know, unfortunately, some of them feel like they too good. But let me play this song by Kendrick. This is the song that won him Rap Song of the Year, and this is called The Heart Part 5. Y'all check it out.
As I get a little older, I realize life is perspective, and my perspective may differ from yours. I want to say thank you to everyone that's been down with me. All my fans, all my beautiful fans.
Y'all should know that sample. If you're really into music, you should know that sample. Shout out to Marvin Gaye, one of my favorite songs.
I come from a generation of pain where murder is minor. Rebellious and more jealous, a chip you for designer. Belt buckles and cloud overzealous and prone to violence. Make their own turn, be your will of the will alignment. Residue burn, missed at the inner city. Miscommunication to keep homo detector busy. No protection is risky. Desensitized, I vandalize pain. Covered up and camouflage, get used to hearing arsenal rain. Analyze, risk your life, take the charge. Homies, don't f your baby mama once you hit the yard. That's culture. 23-hour lockdown. Then somebody called, said your little nephew was shot down. The culture's involved. I done seen do 17, hit the halfway house, get out and get his brains blown out. Looking to buy some weed, car washes played out. New GoFundMe accounts to proceed. A brand new victim, a shatter those dreams. The culture.
I want the hood. Look what I done for you. Look what I done for you.
I said I do this for my culture, to let y'all know what it look like in a bulletproof Rover. In my mama's sofa was a doodle popper, hair trigger, walk up closer. Ain't no photoshopping, friends bipolar. Grab you by your pockets, no option if you froze up. I always play the offense. Going to work and selling work, late for work. Working late, praying for work, but he on paperwork. That's the culture, point the finger, promote ya. Remote location, witness protection, they gon' hold ya. The streets got me f***ed up, y'all can miss me. I wanna represent for us. New revolution was up and moving. I'm in Argentina, wiping my tears, full of confusion. Water in between us, another peer's been executed. History repeats again, make amends, then find it with the same skin to do it. But that's the culture, crack a bottle. Hard to deal with the pain when you're sober. By tomorrow, we forget the remains, we start over. That's the problem. Our foundation was trained to accept whatever follows. Dehumanized, insensitive, scrutinized the way we live for you and I. Enemy shook my hand, I can promise I'll meet you in a land where no equal is your equal. Never say I ain't told ya. Nah, in a land where hurt people hurt more people. Calling it culture.
I want the hood. Look what I done for you. Look what I done for you. Take the drums out.
So yeah, that was The Heart Part 5 by Kendrick Lamar. You know, I want to play the rest of it because it's a pretty long song, but I don't want YouTube tripping on us today. You know, they don't like me playing the stuff on YouTube. They want to flag everything, even though this is the premier radio station in Vegas. Hot 702.5. Thank y'all once again. I'm going to keep saying that for tuning in every week. You know how we do. Play a little music. We talk what's going on in the culture. We may talk some a little sports. Speaking of sports, big congratulations to King James on being the all-time #1 leading scorer in NBA history. That's a big, big deal. That is a big deal. Feel about him what you will. That is a big feat to accomplish. You know, and I know everybody has the GOAT debate, and that's fine. But I think sometimes we just need to clap for those when they win it. You know what I mean? It's not always about who's better and who's not as good. You know, everybody is entitled to have their favorites. But I think that's just something amazing to be able to witness. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's record was standing for a long time. That was a wild record that he had. And for LeBron to play those 20 years and pass it, that's amazing, because we also have to take into account this dude was on the cover of Sports Illustrated when he was in high school. You know, he was on the cover of Sports Illustrated when he was in high school. So he had a lot of pressure up on him early, real early. You know, everybody pulling him in different directions. He had a lot of NBA players that were already in the league. Like, okay, who does young boy think, you know, what does he think he about to do? We grown men. You know, you about to come in here and we gonna spank you, basically. And he, from his first game, he set the tone. And I'll always give him credit for that. And the way he's done his thing off the court has been even more amazing to see. You know, his family, his wife, his kids, the way he stays out of the media. You don't really hear about him getting in trouble. You don't really hear about him doing dumb stuff in clubs and stuff like that. But the things that he has done has been phenomenal. You know, the school that he created, and the way it set up the parents of the children to get jobs, to help them get fed if they need food. That was amazing to see. And it was almost like, man, why don't more athletes do stuff like this? And the fact that he's not quiet, that's another thing I like about LeBron. He's not quiet on the issues that matter. He has a point of view, and he's not afraid to say what's on his mind. You know, so I give him major props for that. I say that all the time, you know. I'm a big MJ fan, but taking nothing away from LeBron. You know, what he's done throughout his career has been amazing. He's on the home team. He's on my home team, the Lakers. So that give him a couple more kudos points. But I think, you know, we all need to be clapping for that man. That's amazing to see. It's amazing. Like, them kids that he has, his sons grew up right before our eyes, man. You know, with the same family, doing his thing. Props to LeBron on passing Kareem. You know, we ain't gonna get into too much sports, but we're gonna talk a little more. If y'all didn't see, Kevin Durant got traded to the Phoenix Suns. That is crazy. Kyrie Irving, he asked to be traded. He got traded to the Dallas Mavericks. A day or two later, they decide to send Kevin Durant to the Phoenix Suns. That changes things in the West. Oh, it makes it a lot tougher for my Lakers. It definitely does, but, you know, I'm curious to see how well Phoenix plays together, because they have the championship team now. They really do. If you really look at their squad top to bottom, they have everything they really need. They got the big men, they got the forwards, they definitely got the guards. You got CP3, you got, you know, Devin Booker, you have Kevin Durant as a forward. Oh my gosh, like they have what they need to do it. Dallas looks great. Dallas Mavericks look great with Kyrie Irving. Oh yeah, the West, it's getting crazy now. I'm glad, I gotta just keep it real. I am glad Westbrook is not a Laker no more. God bless him. Hopefully he does well on another team. Him and LeBron did not play well together. It didn't even look like they got along, to be honest. Because when LeBron hit his final shot to pass the record, it just seemed like a whole bunch of animosity and stuff was going on the team. So hopefully Westbrook is happier. Hopefully my Lakers are happier. And hopefully they start to turn the season around, get in the playoffs, man. Hopefully. We'll see what happens. But like I said, we got the big Super Bowl tomorrow. I'll probably be DJing online. I'm going to find a way to do it because, like I said, you know, Facebook and Instagram, they like to hate on me. So I'll probably be over there at Twitch. So y'all be on the lookout for that. I'll probably be DJing tomorrow. I'm just going to be at the house playing some music. enjoying the Super Bowl with the family. I ain't really going out. I know everybody, like I said, is in Arizona having a great time. I ain't trying to be out in that traffic, though. I'm cool. So we're going to be at the house watching Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles play Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. 2 black quarterbacks. And like I said earlier in the show, you know, it's amazing to see, because for a long time, it was this narrative that black men were not intelligent enough to understand a playbook or to run a team. We didn't have leadership qualities, all of these different little phrases they would use when describing black quarterbacks. And we're still going through some of that now, even with head coaches in the NFL. And it's a shame that it's still like that in 2023. But this is good to see. This is good to see 2 young quarterbacks, and they're 2 of the best players in the league. 2 of the best players in the league are facing off tomorrow, and this is what I was looking forward to. Shout out to my old neighbors, the Sandoval's. They're going to be rooting for the Kansas City Chiefs. I know they're going to be partying hard tomorrow. But that's going to be a great time, man. Rihanna is going to do the Super Bowl. I don't know if she's going to bring out guests or not, but I think that's going to be crazy to see, because she got some big shoes to fill, because last year the West Coast did it up. Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Kendrick Lamar, even had Mary J. Blige, Eminem, 50 Cent. That was amazing. That Super Bowl was amazing. So I know Rihanna's going to come with it. It's going to be a great time. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. If y'all going out, please be safe, man. Please be safe and be on guard. So it's still Black History Month. We had Danny Boy last week to talk about our legendary, Death Row Records. Legendary. Say what you want to say about him. Legendary. You had a black man who understood business. Say what you want about Suge Knight. He understood the business. And he made different dealings in his negotiations to help other artists out. He did. Say what you want about him. We all got our flaws. But he was intelligent enough to know that the masters matter. We got to own this, baby. And helping Jodeci, helping Mary J. Blige, helping other artists that he managed at the time get their contracts more together. So he goes to Dre. They start a label called Death Row Records, and Dre finds Snoop. And then, we're still talking about a lot of these artists today. Death Row had a crazy run. Tupac, Snoop, Dr. Dre, Nate Dogg, Corrupt, Daz, Jewel, Danny Boy. It was an all-star team. So to be able to talk about that with Danny Boy, that was amazing. But we still in Black History Month. What I wanted to do is give y'all three documentaries that y'all should check out. Well, 2 of them are documentaries. One is a movie based on, true life events. The first one is a documentary called Stand. It's called Stand. It's on Showtime. It's about the basketball player, the former NBA basketball player, Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf. When y'all get a chance, check that out. Before Colin Kaepernick, he was one of the first people in sports to say, you know what? I don't feel that America is doing all it can do for me and my people. So I'm not going to stand for the singing of the national anthem. I have my own beliefs. And he would kneel, and he breaks it all down. But for those who don't know, Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf, formerly Chris Jackson, that was before he joined the Nation of Islam. He was the guy at LSU before Shaq came. Before Shaquille O'Neal went to LSU, Chris Jackson was the star. He was. He was an amazing basketball player. And he's still playing today. He plays for the Big Three. Shout out to Ice Cube. He plays for the Big Three, and he's killing. To be his age, still out there giving people the business. It's amazing to see. So y'all check that out. It's called Stand. Another one is Hidden Figures. Hidden Figures. It's on Amazon Prime. It's about 3 African-American ladies who were mathematicians that played an important role in helping NASA with their U.S. space program. Y'all check it out. Show it to your kids. I wasn't taught about them in school at all. So the fact that this movie comes out, like, man, I didn't know this. I wasn't taught this. Y'all check that out. Another one, my family, this one is personal. Shout out to Camila Lewis, Raymond Lewis documentary. He's one of the best basketball players ever to come out of Los Angeles. Y'all check it out. Y'all stream it. Just take a look at what he was going through, especially at the time, and then his age, and then trying to negotiate a contract. Way back then, it was different. You know, it was way different. But his story is amazing, and it's something we all should watch. So Stand, it's on Showtime. Hidden Figures, you can find that on Amazon Prime. And Raymond Lewis documentary, that's on Amazon Prime too, so you can check that out. You can check that out whenever you can. But I definitely wanted to, give me 1 second, y'all. I definitely wanted to give y'all 3 things to watch Black History Month. You know, let's learn some more about our people. You know, let's teach our kids more about our people. Stuff they're not going to read, unfortunately, in the history books. It's very, very important. You know, so those 3, y'all check it out. And like I said, I'm excited about the Super Bowl. I'm pumped, man. I can't wait for it to go down. Winner takes all. It's not 4 games like the NBA. You know, the NBA Finals is, you know, the first 4 games. This is, you know, the best man win on this particular Sunday, and anything can happen. I'm just seeing a lot going down. I'm seeing a lot of people in Arizona right now out there having a great, great time. So excited about that. And like I said, follow me on Instagram. Follow me. Go to akingsmusic.com. Y'all check it out, because everything is there. All the prior shows, the interview I have with Camila Lewis is on there, where you can learn more about the Raymond Lewis story. It's all on there. Y'all check it out, okay? Let me play another record. Let me play one more record for y'all. Since I was speaking sports, this song is a song produced by DJ Quick. And this is a song that came out when Shaquille O'Neal, around the time he announced he was coming to the Lakers. And him and DJ Quick got in the studio, and I always love this record. You know, I always loved this record. From the first time I heard it, I loved the beat. I loved the talk box on the hook. So shout out to DJ Quick and Shaq. This is called Straight Playing. Y'all check it out.
I love the West Side. It's time to party. Whenever Superman is in the house. I love the East Side. It's time to boogie. Whenever Superman is in the house.
I like playing on the West Side, even though I miss playing on the East Side. As long as y'all got my back, then it's alright. But we can do it from the night until the daylight. I got something for my peeps that can feel me, and all the critics in the press trying to kill me. I force fear around my body that can shield me. There's nothing left for you to do but try to thrill me.
I took a stand in the 90s, shook but unturning. It's the fact that Shaq could leave a cold track burning, leaning low in the Tahoe, my whole crew to follow. A convoy, $100,000 cars follow. Keep your eyes on the biggest big man in the era, whether it's rap, football, and Rico Gates bring the terror. DWIS to the end, the world is mine, and I'ma shine from now to 99. Don't for breaking backboards easy. Leaving comp shook slippy like they greasy. Pockets stay cheesy. Believe me, you can stack your chips on the remix and still couldn't see me. Now play me. Run to the water, hit the water, cause your style and your profile is out of order. I flow like a river, none come bigger. It's a fact, Big Shaq is just one band.
I like playing on the West Side, even though I miss playing on the East Side. As long as y'all got my back, then it's alright. But we can do it from the night until the daylight. I got something for my peeps that can feel me, and all the critics in the press trying to kill me. I force fear around my body that should shield me. There's nothing left for you to do but try to feel me.
We can cut through the red tape and bust through the fakers. Keep your eye on Big Shaq and put your money on the Lakers. I'm guaranteed to do what? I repeat, I'm guaranteed to bring it to your face indeed. Type of brother who can stay up all night and hit 40 after the game. Get naughty and pull your shorty, then it's on to the next date to bring it to your idol. Bring it to your whole team and bring home the title. And my crew, known for how we do when we travel. Let's battle, leaving folks grounded like gravel. Saddle up your horse and hit the course. Now in turn, you can stay on my face and watch a whole crew burn. Now some say I don't shine, I know a different story, never lie. Come watch me fly, the sky's no limit, and Shaq's no gimmick. You can mimic, but your front and your finish.
I like playing on the west side, even though I miss playing on the east side. As long as y'all got my back, then it's alright. But we can do it from the night until the daylight. I got something for my peeps that can feel me, and all the critics in the press trying to kill me. A force field around my body that can shield me. There's nothing left for you to do but try to thrill me.
Yeah, that Shaq featuring DJ Quick. That's called Straight Playing. You know, like I said, when Shaq announced he was coming to the LA Lakers, that song was all over LA radio. You know, and I was like, man, that is so dope that DJ Quick did that. And that's one of my favorite producers. So a lot of the music he makes, I like. And, you know, thank y'all for tuning in. I really, really appreciate it. Every Saturday, 1 to 2. We got a lot more guests coming through. I want to actually talk about my music now, because I got 2 albums. One album is going to be re-released. If y'all heard This Is the Day, for the people that supported it, that will be re-released online. That'll be everywhere. And my album Thoughts of a King, that'll be out around summertime this year. Really looking forward to the visuals that's going to be dropping, all the new music. Y'all just keep your eyes focused on akingsmusic.com. If you're not on my YouTube, go ahead and subscribe on my YouTube channel. A lot of dope interviews are dropping, a lot more content. And like I said, I'm just excited about the year and everything that's going to be coming. We got a lot more guests on the way. Whoever called in, somebody tried to call in earlier and we was having some technical difficulties. Go ahead and call back if you're free. You know, we got a good 27 more minutes here, so go ahead and call back and we'll chop it up. But like I said, it's been a great year so far. Hopefully y'all feeling the same, man. And what I want to do now is play one of the records off This Is the Day. This song is called Queen. It's available everywhere online. Check it out. It's going to be part of the album that's being re-released. This Is the Day. So y'all be on the lookout for that. But this is Queen by myself. Y'all check it out.
This song is for all the queens.
All the queens stand up. Yeah, all the queens stand up.
She a queen, gotta have one on your team. You can have all the money, yet it don't mean a thing. She a queen, when she step up on the scene, you can tell by the way she don't have to say a thing. She a queen, she been through a lot, still got the mind state that she headed to the top. Not a gold digger, not concerned with what you got. With her by your side, you may never wanna stop.
Chasing for something more when baby come through the door. Or Christian with the Dior, miles dropping to the floor. Because they see the beauty in her pride. With every step in her stride, she leaving haters behind. Elevating her rhyme much more than a pretty face. Her beauty can't be duplicated in any state. Elegance and royalty is what I see in ya, even though they don't show that image in the media. Look, queen, you got it going on. Dark skin, light skin, a caramel tone. Don't try to disrespect if you call her on the phone. Talking all crazy, she gon' tell you move along.
She a queen, gotta have one in your team. You can have all the money, yet it don't mean a thing. She a queen, when she step up on the scene, you can tell right away, and she don't have to say a thing. She a queen, yes, she a queen. Whoa, she a queen. Go ahead and rock your crown.
She a bad one, you truly blessed if you ever had one. She don't take away from your grind, instead she adds some. She never views things from a fake lens, and be the first to point out all your fake friends. Not a fake woman that's following fake trends. A diamond in the rough, yeah, baby's a straight gem that can shine without being all exposed, cause it's coming from her soul, it ain't coming from her clothes. Through everything she been through, she still keep a smile. Humble as can be, don't got her nose in the clouds. Bold as a lion, yet she got a big heart. Don't confuse it for weakness, don't try to get smart and try to run games, she'll make you look like a lame. She know what she worth, she not about playing games. Be mindful, cause it's hard to rival an ace that's a king when you got the queen beside you.
She a queen, gotta have one in your team. You can have all the money, yet it don't mean a thing. She a queen, when she step up on the scene, you can tell right away and she don't have to say a thing. She a queen, yes, she a queen, whoa, she a queen, yes. Go ahead and rock your crown.
You got the crown, girl, don't let nobody pull you down. You got the crown, girl, they know it when you come around. You got the crown, girl, don't let nobody pull you down. You got the crown, girl, they know it when you come around. A shout out to all the young queens in training. Don't have your king yet, but you already reigning. Look up in the mirror and be proud of who you are. Forget what they saying, don't you know that you a star? The one that created you, don't make no mistakes. You are the perfect race, perfect age, perfect shape. A perfect teammate when the king can't think straight. Even in chess, a queen can do things the king can't. Whatever you do, just keep shining, girl. If they can't stand to see it, go ahead blind them, girl. Stay royal, never let them down you, girl. This for the wonderful women all around the world.
She a queen, gotta have one in your team. You can have all the money, yet it don't mean a thing. She a queen, when she step up on the scene, you can tell right away and she don't have to say a thing. She a queen, yes, she a queen, whoa, she a queen, yes. Go ahead and rock your crown.
Yeah, this for all the queens around the world. I see you, all the real kings see you, and we appreciate you. To the young queens, the older queens, middle-aged queens, all my queens, keep shining.
And that was Queen by yours truly, Antwon King. Y'all check that out online. That's everywhere online right now. Spotify. It's on it's everywhere. Apple Music, Spotify. You can buy it off iTunes, spend $1, 99 cents. Go ahead and check it out. But it's also going to be available on the repackaging of This Is the Day, which is going to be coming out real soon. And then the album, the brand new album, will be available this summer. I'm excited about it. I can't wait to hear it. Some of the songs are already out. Y'all make sure y'all following me online, whether it be Apple Music, Spotify, and I'm even going to have some hard copies too. So it's been amazing just being in the studio, being in the zone, and just getting a lot of thoughts off my chest and working with a lot of incredible different artists, different producers, and I'm excited, man, because I feel like when you're doing it from an honest place, when you're doing it because you love it, it just comes out different. It comes out different. You can look back on the music and be like, man, I'm proud of that because I meant every word that I said. I'm not doing this to try to pretend to be something that I'm not, or put out messages that I don't really believe in just to try to get some fame. I look at that as almost like selling your soul. You got other people out here to say they'll do it and they don't have a problem with it, and that's fine. But if you're gonna cause destruction and you're gonna put out these negative messages, then you got to deal with the consequences that come with that, and you got to deal with those type of people showing up to your shows, that type of environment constantly being around you. And I ain't trying to live like that. I don't know a lot of people that want to live like that. It's a lot of these dudes, believe it or not, that has painted this picture for y'all, and they hate the fact that it's like they're caged in now. They can't get out. They feel like if I get out now, my fans gonna be looking at me different. The public gonna have a different perception of me. But if you listen to their interviews and listen to them talk, they're not proud of that. And I'm not saying all music has to be one way, but at least let's make it authentic. Be who you really are. Don't feel a need to try to portray something that you're not. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Because I think, what's done in the dark, it's always gonna come to the light anyway. Be you. Be you and be authentic. So This Is the Day is the name of that album. Y'all be on the lookout for it. And thank y'all for tuning in. Like, I'm going to keep saying that every week, 1 to 2. You know how we do. Y'all, please go back and look at the former interviews. Listen to the former interviews. They're not only online, but they're at akingsmusic.com. The interview I did with Christian is on there. Christian Writing, shout out to him. Camila Lewis, regarding her father, Raymond Lewis documentary. My boy Robert Turnbull, who is not only a coach, but he's a shoe designer as well. My brother, he's a basketball trainer, Aaron King. Y'all follow him online. We had some amazing interviews, and it's going to keep getting more amazing this year. 2023, y'all tune in. And let's get into the word of the week. We're going to do this a little early than we usually do it. And this word of the week, I want y'all to hear me on this one. This word of the week, I want you to remember, your perspective is key. Your perspective is key. How do you view your current position? How do you look at it? You know, none of our lives are perfect. It's rare when you hit a spot in your life like, hey, this is exactly what I want it to be in all facets, whether it be relationship, whether you're talking financials. It's always going to be something that can be better. And we have to keep our minds on, hey, it could always be worse too. Your perspective is everything. What are you focused on? You know, some of us, we get blessings and we can't even really enjoy them because all we're doing is staring at what's wrong. Oh man, I wish this was different. I wish that relationship with this person was different. Oh man, I wish my job paid me this. Oh man, and a lot of times we end up with things that we prayed for. You prayed for that. You wished that. You wanted that. You get it. And what do? We nitpick it apart. We got to stop expecting life to be fairy tales and always be perfect. That's not reality. Or people to always be perfect. That's not reality either. Your perspective is key. You complaining about your car, but you got one. Complaining about your job, you got one. Complaining about your spouse, you got one. It's never going to be all sunshine and roses, but your perspective is key. And not only that, I believe bitterness blocks blessings. You walking around bitter with a job, you walking around bitter with your health, you walking around bitter with all of these different opportunities. My goodness, you got a hand that other people are praying for. You got somewhere to lay your head. You got family members around. You got food in the fridge. You got a hand that other people are praying for, but you're miserable. You're bitter. You're jealous. There's always going to be people above and below you, baby. That's never going to change. And instead of looking at everybody else, instead of focusing on everybody else's relationship, where other people are in their career, what other people are doing financially, step back and look at the things that you have. And how can you maximize that? But simply by being grateful, you open the door up for more blessings. I believe that. Simply by being grateful for what you have and where you are in your life. You may not be where you want to be, but you also are not where you were. So whether you on a weight loss journey, whether you're trying to climb the corporate ladder, whether you're a music artist, hey, if you getting 2 more listens today, that's a blessing. If people are taking the time out of their day to show you any kind of support, go on your website, go see your YouTube channel or do anything. That's a blessing. It's nothing wrong with trying to strive for more, but we cannot lose the fact that as you're striving, remember to be grateful for every step you take. Because the trip thing about that, you being ungrateful, you can build up an unhealthy habit, and even when you finally get there, you still won't be happy. Because you're not used to being grateful. You're used to nitpicking your life apart. You can get the person that you dreamed of. And if you're not used to being grateful, you will destroy that relationship. You can get the job you dreamed of. If you're not used to being grateful, you will destroy your opportunity at that job. So it's something we have to practice daily. me personally, I try to get up and say a prayer and say thank God and really get in the mindset, man, I get another day. Is everything perfect? Nah. Some things I wish were different? Absolutely. But I'm not about to walk around with that. Instead, you know, I know where I come from. I know the strides that I've made as an individual. I'm gonna keep that in my mind and say, hey, I got a ways to go. I still got room to grow. But I'm grateful for where I am now. And you should be too. No matter where it is, you should be too. If you listening to this, you should be grateful you are where you are and not where you used to be. Because things could always be worse. If you got health, you got wealth, baby. Trust me. Because there's people with financials that ain't got the health that you got. And they wish they did. They wish they could pay for it. So you have things that's priceless. Remember that. So that's going to lead me into this next song. This is my song called Thankful. Y'all check it out. It's online. Let's get it. I'd probably be lazy, wouldn't know how to hustle. She taught me to be strong, develop my inner muscle. Hate the fact that she gone, mama, miss you and I love you. If I never seen the deadbeat, the effect that it had, I wouldn't have known the importance of being a present dad. Yeah, if I was born in Beverly Hills and not South LA, I wouldn't have so much that I could rap about today. To be real, if I never had problems, I wouldn't truly know that God is there to help me solve them. If everyone was loyal and I never got betrayed, then I wouldn't notice about the phonies and the fakes. If I never had all these problems that I face, I wouldn't be able to touch these people that relate. I've learned to stand tall through the issues, big or small, and I have yet to fall, so I'm thankful for it all. Stay thankful.
Thankful.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just got to be.
Come on.
Thankful.
No matter what you do, just stay thankful. Listen, if I was never talked about when I was younger, I wonder would I still have the same amount of hunger? If I had it all figured out, no mistakes, I wouldn't know these lessons that's gonna probably make me great. If I was the type to wait on others for a plate, then my family might be starving, but instead we saying grace. If I had all types of clothes, I'd be all types of fresh, but I really wouldn't know how to get far for less. If I had a big brother, probably wouldn't be as logical, wouldn't be a leader and wouldn't be as responsible. If I didn't have his birthmark up on my cheek, I probably wouldn't appreciate being so unique, or have the nerve to stand out when I'm rhyming the beats. Following the wrong dudes, could've died in the streets. I know I'd be a totally different kind of man. I guess everything I'm not made me everything I am. Stay thankful.
Thankful.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just got to be.
Come on.
Thankful.
No matter what you do, just stay thankful.
Thankful. Sometimes you just got to be. Thankful.
Listen. If I wasn't an outcast, would I be this strong? Would I know how to handle situations on my own? Companionship is cool, but I'm fine all alone. When I needed people most, I looked up, they was gone. If I never dated women that was mean, that was shady, another lost soul full of greed trying to play me, getting all loud on the scene, acting crazy. Would I know the difference between a queen and a lady?
If it was no dark times when life was full of clouds, would I truly appreciate the sun shining down? If I never struggled with them habits from my past, would I know that I could lay them all down in advance? I know I had to fail to get success up in my grasp. Enjoying every day, it could be gone in the flash. Thankful for the bad times as well as the good. Every setback is a lesson, I'm just glad I understood. Stay thankful.
Thankful.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just got to be
Come on.
thankful.
No matter what you do, just stay thankful.
Thankful. Sometimes you just got to be thankful.
That was Stay Thankful. Well, actually, Thankful is the name of the song on iTunes, Spotify, everywhere. Y'all check that out. And like I said, you know, going back to the word of the week, perspective is key, baby. You got your health and you got wealth. You know, it's a lot of people, like I said, that's walking around wishing they could be in your shoes, wishing they had the opportunity to have what you have. You know, and sometimes we look, whether it be your car, whether it be your house, whether it be your loved ones around you, whatever it may be, your perspective is key. We got to stay in a position of gratitude, no matter what. No matter what. You know, like they say, you know how the saying goes, you know, you're not going to drown as long as you don't let that water get in your boat. Don't let the outside circumstances determine how you feel on the inside about you, about what you're trying to accomplish. None of that. Because you're going to run into stormy weather. We all going to have ups and downs. It's a part of life. But that was on my heart this morning. When I woke up, you know, had my coffee, I was thinking about the word of the week all week, and it came to me this morning. Your gratitude. Stay grateful. Your perspective. You know, it's a young man out there playing basketball right now. Emmanuel, I want to say his name is Emmanuel Hansel, something like that. He has one arm, and he's out there balling right now. I mean, balling, putting on a show. And I'm thinking to myself, like, you know, he's out there from when he was a young dude having to see other kids with both their arms. But yet he's practicing, yet he's learning, yet he's putting in work. Even though he doesn't have the physical things that the other kids he's going against has. He's putting in work, and look at him now. He's getting all kind of sponsorships. I think he got a scholarship to a school, but he's putting on a show. One arm, you guys. One arm. Playing basketball. So it's all about your mind. Your perspective is key. Remember that. All right? So that was my word of the week. A little something that was on my mind. And like I said, y'all be on the lookout. A lot more interviews are on the way. We got a lot more artists coming in, a couple entrepreneurs. We're going to be talking business. We're going to talk music. I got a couple more mixes that I'm going to be doing. Just in case, you know, for my people that's cleaning around the house, they want to vibe out on a Saturday. I totally get you. We've been doing some talking the last couple weeks, but we're going to get back to the music, doing mixes and everything for sure. So be on the lookout for that. I got a couple mixes. I got one dedicated to DJ Mustard that I put together like 2 weeks ago. You know DJ Mustard from working with YG, working with Big Sean, working with a lot of different artists. Schoolboy Q, a lot of different artists he's worked for, but he's one of the premier producers from the California area that put out bangers. He put out bangers. If you was in the club around the time, you know, he was coming out with all the music, you know how powerful his music was. So be on the lookout for that. And a lot more things are on the way. And this is just about my time for the day. Thank y'all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. You know, this means something to me to be able to come on here on this black-owned station and just give my 2 cents and inspire people and motivate people. When they were offering me the show, I said, if I'm going to get an opportunity to get behind the mic, that's what I want to make it. I want to make it something motivational. If you paid attention to the Danny Boy interview, it was all basically positive. There was no negative stuff going on, and that's how we gonna keep it. We gonna big up our legends. We gonna give people their flowers, and we gonna have a good time. So thank y'all for tuning in. This has been the King's Hour, and I'm gonna see y'all next week. Yeah.